Coach. I mean, I guess you don't get a lot of hurricanes up in Michigan, but I mean, what sort of advice do you want to give to, or have you tried to give to Janarius in this sort of time with him and his family?
We all texted him and talked to him last week after the fact, and let him know that our prayers and thoughts are with he and his family. You can't say I know how you feel, because I don't. Never been through something like that. So you just try to show them love and let them know that we care about them. And if there's anything that we can do to help, we're willing to do so. So that's a tough situation.
How strong is the bond of a football team that allows a kid like Janarius to I don't want to say hurry back, but he wants to be back around because it's so important to him?
It's strong in the fact that we continually talk about, in most programs, talk about us being a family. And when you're a family, you strengthen one another in times of need. And so I think he feels the love here from his football family. And not only him, but his actual family, his mom and everybody, they feel the love that we're showing them because we are a family. And when you're involved in the football family, then let's live it out. Let's not just talk about it, let's be about it.
During the bye week, did you want these guys to kind of just shut their head off and not think about football, or did you issue any sort of challenge or want them to kind of think about what they're maybe doing the best of and what they can do to be better moving forward?
Well, with how we did it last week and ended up giving them some day, we went Monday and Tuesday, and then they had the rest of the time off until Saturday. Did stress, first of all, with the hurricane situation, everybody get home safely, enjoy your families, relax, and come back re-energized and ready to go for the second half of the season. Good thing about our bye week this year is it's dead middle of the year. 6 games in, we've got 6 games to go. So let's focus on these next 6 games, finishing strong in the second half of the season. So that's kind of what we talked about.
What makes Greg Dortch so effective for Wake Forest? Why is he so successful game in, game out?
Because he has extreme confidence in his abilities, and you can see that on film. So how he runs routes, how he does things, how punt return, kick return, those type of things. He's confident in his abilities, and I think there's a chip on his shoulder, far as probably in recruitment and his size, and he heard that all his life. And so the combination of those things makes him the player that he is. He's a really good football player, and he's going to be a challenge for us this weekend.
Coach Tiger said that when you look at them, they're really comfortable in what they do offensively. Is that kind of thing apparent on film? I guess what are the difference between a team who's been doing it for 5 years as opposed to one who's maybe a little newer in it?
Exactly right. Even though they have a young quarterback in there, like you said, the core of that team has been together, the coaching staff and all that, so they know how it works, how it flows, and absolutely, you can see them just flow in their offense and getting things accomplished like they want to. So they're executing at a high rate, and we got to go out there and do our thing to make sure they don't execute as well.
Having the bye week smack dab in the middle of the season, does that give you guys the ability to have a better idea of what you have been able to do well and what you need to do better than?
Absolutely. You're always going to do self-scouts on yourself, what we call self-scout, and look at what we've done well, what we haven't done so well, and maybe adding some things and throwing some things out and things like that to make us better and more efficient on game day. So we definitely did that, and we feel like we're moving in the right direction.
What were some of the things that you did accomplish during the bye week?
We accomplished, again, self-scouting, looking at ourselves, looking at some things that, hey, that wasn't so good, this is pretty good, or this guy is good at this particular thing, this guy's not so good at this. So just trying to make sure we put the players in the best position to succeed and for our team to win each and every play, let alone game. So that's what it allowed us to do.
Obviously, we've seen what Brian's been able to do this year as a pass rusher. How have you seen the guys play opposite of the other end spot develop, and what can it do for Brian if they're kind of able to take that next step as pass rushers?
Well, we've seen them take, do a good job. Kane Doe, J-Rob, Wally, those guys on the opposite side of him have done a good job for us this year. And obviously with him still doing what he does allows him to free up and make some plays as well. So I think the combination has been really good, and the guys continue to work hard and get better. And knowing that he's on the other side, hey, I can make some things happen as well, and they're doing so.
From a health standpoint, is the defense in a pretty good spot coming off the bye?
We are in a pretty, especially this time of the year. It's football, you know what I mean? There'll be bumps and bruises from the first day of camp. But they keep pushing through. Nobody's complaining. Everybody's coming out working hard. There's a renewed energy that I feel from the group as we've been out here since we've been back from the break, and looking forward to finishing out this season.
Levante's role in this defense, when Levante Taylor can play really well at that position, what does it do for the entire defense in terms of his role in the scheme?
Well, whenever the corners play well in this particular defense, it sets the defense up to be very, very good and very special. So by him focusing on his technique and doing all the little things right has made us better already. And because he's been working at it in practice, he and Kyle Myers both, as well as Asante Samuels and A.J. Litton. Those guys are our corners. They're holding it down for us, and they continue to work hard and get better each and every day. And hopefully the second half of the season, we'll see the results of them, what they've been putting in practice and post-practice, for that matter, out on the field.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks.